I am not the type of parent that's about to just believe everything that my kids say, and let me tell you why. There's always more layers to everything. Always. Now, I'm not saying that I tell my kids that they're lying, because no, your feelings are valid. And I tell my kids that all the time. Your feelings are valid, but the way that you are handling this is not okay. We will respect everybody no matter what our feelings are. So with that being said, my 5-year-old, she's in kindergarten. She has a best friend, and me and her best friend's mom are cool too. And they go to the after school program. It's called Prime Time. They're together in class all day, and then they go to Prime Time all day. They're together until almost 6 o'clock every single day. So of course that comes with bickering, right? And so my daughter last night, while she was getting dressed from bath time, she's like, "Mommy, my friend pinched me." I'm not gonna say the friend's name because I don't know if her mom like watches on here, and I don't want, I just don't want that, because I love this little girl. So, but anyways, she's like, "My friend pinched me," and I'm like, "What do you mean? What did she pinch you for?" And then she starts trying to explain the story. She's like, "Yeah, I told her no, and she pinched me, and then she was like, and then my substitute teacher said, I'm gonna pinch you too if you don't line up." I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. Your substitute teacher said what, honey?" "She said she's gonna pinch me too if I don't line up." I asked her to tell me the story multiple times. The story was the same every time that she told it, verbatim. She's also 5, right? So you know what I do? I pull out my phone. It's 8:30 at night. I email her teacher. Reason being, my daughter has such a responsive teacher. I love her teacher so much. And in the email, I did say at the bottom, "I don't expect you to respond to this tonight." The teacher responds immediately. I told the teacher everything. She says, "I'm going to follow up with leadership tomorrow, blah, 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 blah." Principal calls me this morning. This is why I love having my kids in the school in the suburbs. Let me tell you, because when they was going to school in the hood, my daughter was getting punched on by a little boy, and the teachers wasn't doing anything, but I digress. So anyway, so the principal calls me this morning, and he's like, "Hey, listen, I want to let you know that I talked to both girls." Well, I talked to the teacher, and the teacher talked to both girls, and this is what happened. Both girls told this story. One little girl was on the swing. Your daughter was on the swing as well. I guess they were fighting over the swing because your daughter was on it first. The little girl wouldn't get off, or vice versa, whatever. He said one thing led to another. One pinched the other, then the other pinched the other back. So they both pinched each other, and then the whistle blew. So it's time to go in. And when it's time to go in, they're like, "Hey, get in line." And both girls are like, "She pinched me." And so the principal, not the principal, the substitute's like, "Well, I'm gonna pinch you if you don't get in line." He said, now, poor choice of words. I'm not trying to say this, okay. Poor choice of words, but he was like, it was more so her trying to be playful with the 5 and the 6-year-old, trying to get them in line, you know. And I was like, okay, so basically it was just like the girls are fighting with each other, and so she's just like, "Well, I'm gonna pinch you too if you don't get in line." Okay, makes sense. Poor choice of words, but very playful. Something that I probably would have said, just kidding with kids, right? But my daughter held on to that and thought that the substitute was mean because of that. So, I mean, when you're dealing with a classroom full of 5, 6-year-olds, you got to get creative. Everybody's so creative when you're dealing with 5 and 6-year-olds. Trust me, I have a 14, a 7, a 5, a 4, and a 3-year-old in my house. You got to get creative dealing with kids. Different personalities, different people. He was like, "Yeah, so whenever the substitute teacher comes back, I'll just, have a conversation with her about choosing her words wisely." I said, "Look, I'm not the type of parent that's going to get mad at other people for something that my child says. My child did not tell me that she pinched that other girl. I'm going to have a conversation with her, but I do want you to know that I appreciate you for even looking into this, because how small this is, other schools wouldn't have looked into it. So thank you so much." And that's why we have to do better as a community in these schools, and also as parents. Because there's a lot of teachers that sweep things under the rug, and there's a lot of parents that go ham without knowing the full story. You are not with your child 24/7. You do not know your child's full personality. You know your child's personality when they're around you. So ask questions before you turn up. And honestly, with me, I'm not turning up. I don't care what it is, I'm not turning up. My turn up is going to be going the legal route if it's ever that type of situation. I'm not going to do something that I'm going to land in hell or jail. I'm not. Because what good will I be for my kids if I act out for my kids and then I wind up put up in jail, and now somebody else got to take care of them? Like, I'm literally not available for them at all now. Now they're going to go to their abusive father, or they're going to go to a family member that already has a lot going on that doesn't want to take care of them, or they're going to go to the system. Why would I do that to myself or my kids? So I just wanted to let y'all know that, because there's a lot of parents that'll be like, "Ooh, the teacher said what to you?" and then go up there ready to fight. No, 2025, we're handling things with grace. Amen. Amen.